Did you know the Sky Palace of Sigiriya, a king's ambition, betrayal, and tragic fall rising dramatically above the jungles of Sri Lanka? The mighty rock fortress of Sigiriya stands nearly 200 meters high today. It is celebrated as one of the most remarkable wonders of the ancient world. But behind its breathtaking gardens, dazzling frescoes, and royal ruins lies a story of ambition, murder, fear, and a king whose quest for security ultimately led to his downfall. In the 5th century AD, the kingdom of Anuradhapura was ruled by King Datasena, a respected monarch who had restored stability and prosperity to the island. He had two sons, Moggallana I, the rightful heir to the throne, and King Kashyapa I, a prince born to a secondary consort. Kashyapa was intelligent, ambitious, and determined to wear the crown, even though tradition dictated that the throne belonged to his half-brother. Driven by desire and influenced by powerful allies, he staged a coup against his own father. According to historical chronicles, Kashyapa accused King Datasena of concealing vast treasures. When the imprisoned king was taken to a reservoir he had built and declared that this great work was his true wealth, Kashyapa flew into a rage. In one of the darkest acts in Sri Lankan history, he ordered his father to be entombed alive within a wall. With the king dead, Kashyapa seized the throne in 477 AD. But the crown brought no peace. Moggallana escaped to India, where he vowed to return and reclaim his rightful inheritance. Kashyapa knew that vengeance would come eventually, and he became consumed by fear. Seeking a refuge unlike any other, he chose a towering granite monolith rising abruptly from the central plains of Sri Lanka. There, he began constructing a palace that would astonish the world. At the base of the rock, engineers laid out exquisite water gardens with pools, fountains, and perfectly symmetrical pathways. Massive ramparts and moats transformed the site into a formidable fortress. Halfway up the sheer rock face, artists painted graceful frescoes of celestial maidens whose vibrant colors still captivate visitors today. Along a polished wall so reflective it became known as the Mirror Wall, guests could see their own images as they ascended. At the summit, Kashyapa built his ultimate sanctuary, a luxurious palace in the sky, complete with royal chambers, audience halls, and pools carved directly into the rock. From this extraordinary stronghold, Kashyapa ruled for 18 years. Yet despite the beauty and ingenuity surrounding him, he could never escape the consequences of his betrayal. Every day atop Sigiriya was lived under the shadow of the brother he had wronged. Then, after nearly 2 decades, the feared day arrived. Moggallana returned from exile with an army to challenge the usurper. The two brothers met in a decisive battle on the plains below Sigiriya. Kashyapa rode at the front on his war elephant, determined to defend the kingdom he had taken. During the fighting, the elephant veered to avoid marshy ground. To Kashyapa's soldiers, it appeared that their king was retreating. Believing the battle lost, they deserted him. Suddenly abandoned and facing capture, Kashyapa chose to die as a king rather than surrender as a defeated usurper. Drawing his dagger, he took his own life on the battlefield. Moggallana reclaimed the throne, and the magnificent palace of Sigiriya was transformed into a Buddhist monastery, where monks lived and meditated for centuries. Today, Sigiriya remains one of the most extraordinary archaeological sites in the world, and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its soaring rock, ingenious gardens, and haunting frescoes continue to inspire awe. But beyond its beauty lies a timeless lesson. No fortress is high enough to protect a ruler from the weight of guilt, and no palace, no matter how magnificent, can outrun destiny.